Welcome to Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen. Join us as we meet From the Land of Kansas members and explore new recipes using local Kansas ingredients and products.
Good morning and welcome back to 13 News. This morning it's our From the Land of Kansas segment with Chef Alli and her Farm Fresh Kitchen, and we're cooking with some Kansas ingredients and celebrating Kansas Pork Month and Kansas Sweet Potato Month.
Yeah,
and Kansas what month, Stacey Mayo?
Awesome month.
Awesome month
of fall.
Lots of stuff.
That it's fall and we're excited, changing in the seasons, talking about sweet potatoes, some of those root vegetables that you have in the fall, as well as greens that come back into season. Time for Brussels sprouts. Not always on the top of everyone's list, but they should be. Kind of talk about how we can get those yet at the farmer's market or at the grocery store locally.
And speaking of Pork Month and Brussels sprouts, there was a recipe you featured a little while ago that was absolutely delicious. I think you cooked Brussels sprouts in bacon grease and it made them amazing.
Wow. Yeah, that's one of our Savor the Season recipes.
It is.
So it's that crispy Brussels sprouts are pretty amazing, and add some bacon. Or that one has ham, I think, and some maple syrup, and orange zest.
And I may or may not have drizzled some pure maple syrup over this pork loin as well this morning with these sweet potatoes. And so typically, you know, when people are talking about sweet potatoes, you know, vitamin A is in there, vitamin C, it's a good source of that. But usually they're asking, how exactly do I cube a sweet potato? So Chris, I have that sweet potato there. I peeled it for you. I cut off the bottom slice, so if you will notice, if you feel your sweet potato, you will notice it does not wobble. It is very stable.
Oh, okay, that's the key right there.
That's a little kitchen smack for you.
Okay.
That's a little kitchen tip. And so what I typically do is just cut those in slices.
You want me to do this?
I do.
Okay.
Don't cut your finger though. Okay. Yes, there you go. So we cut those in slices all the way across.
All the way across?
Yes, yeah.
Is that too fat, too skinny?
A little bit, but that's okay.
Okay, that's for Stacy. Watch your finger. I've got a loaded weapon here.
Trust me, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And so then we lay our slices down and we cut in half and then half again so that we get those nice quarters, and that's how we get these cubed sweet potatoes that we then put on a rack, or excuse me, a baking sheet. They go into a very hot oven because when we roast, it's always typically at a high temperature, and that causes the sweet potatoes to release their sugars and what makes them so wonderfully naturally sweet. The other thing about pork is pink pork is perfect. You know, it used to be we had to cook our pork to 160 or 70 degrees and it always made it dry and gray. No more. It is now, you cook it to 145 with your instant read thermometer. We insert it to the center. We have to make for sure that little nipple is covered when we insert it.
Okay.
We check the dial when it's 145 degrees. We take it out of the oven, cover it with foil. It will raise a few more degrees, and then when you slice that beautiful pork loin, there's a tinge of pink in the center. It's moist, it's juicy, it's fabulous.
Okay. Yeah. So pink's okay. Beef, pork, not chicken though.
Right. Not chicken.
Right.
No.
Okay.
You're right.
All right. Just want to make sure. This looks absolutely delicious.
So we're going to serve this. What we'll do is Stacy's going to assemble it right here. We have our baby spinach and kale, and we have a dressing here that we made ahead of time with orange juice, red pepper flakes, and some olive oil. Drizzle that over your greens. Slice your pork loin, lay that over the top, and then we add our cubed sweet potatoes. We have pepitas, cranberries, and of course Honeycrisp apples. Try one of those. Have you had a Honeycrisp?
I've not.
They are delicious.
And pepitas is a fancy word for pumpkin seeds.
There you go. But this is just a beautiful dish, and you can make it right in your cast iron skillet, which is what I did this morning.
Stacey, you're all over the place this morning.
Look at her.
She can't get it on the plate. She got it on the table.
I'll just eat those extras.
All right.
Yeah, the recipe is going to be at Chef Alli's Farm Fresh Kitchen, as well as From the Land of Kansas. You can find the recipe there on our blog. And
we have a special friend to say hello to.
Oh, thank you.
Newt from Chapman. He's one of our smallest, youngest watchers that came by Alli and I at the state fair and said, "You never waved to me." So we're waving to Newt.
Stacey, let's all wave
from
Newt
Chapman.
from Chapman.
And so thank you for watching, and all of us that tune in and see what Alli's got cooking.
And remember to go to the marketplace, which is shop.fromthelandofkansas.com to get all of your favorite Kansas products shipped directly to you.
They're going to pull us off the stage if we don't wrap this segment up with that big old cane. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. Go to your Facebook page, fromthelandofkansas.com. Check it all out. We'll be right back. And Newt, my first bite is for you, bud.
Awesome.
Make sure to tune in the second and fourth Thursday of every month to meet more From the Land of Kansas members. Remember, visit fromthelandofkansas.com to explore and find Kansas foods, products, and services.